Mark, thanks for taking the time to speak to us. It's always difficult when you've come off after defeat. But at 2-2, I mean, it was just anybody's game, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was it was a decent game of football in tough conditions.
Very poor conditions, yeah.
Testament to Dulwich, they got the game on, which is apparently the pitch was underwater on Wednesday. So they've done very well, especially with two sides there. But yeah, it was a bit disappointing, after what we've been doing lately. Our performance was all right, but they had a bit more pace, a bit more movement, and ultimately they took their chances and they took them well. Yeah. We come back into the game twice, and we said at half time, that they what they'd done is they'd matched up to our shape and got an outball in the right back. And don't know how many times we got the information to them, no one was prepared to, take responsibility out of three in the middle of the midfield and go and mark the right back. And, it gave them a little bit of the impetus, which was a bit disappointing because I thought we'd done all right for the first 20 minutes. And it was, 2-2 could have gone either way, but they were a decent side. They had a decent movement. They've got some good players there, and at the end of the day, I think it was on reflection, possibly a fair result on the amount of chances they had.
Yeah, I spoke at half time to one of the boys just at the restart, and I did say to them, I think whoever scores the next goal stands a good chance of winning this, because I think both sides have got used to the conditions now. They're going to settle down a bit. You won't see another 4 goals in the second half. And of course, they early doors they got the second one, and that set them on their way.
It was vitally important that whoever got the next goal, or if it could be kept clean for half, it would have been a hard-earned point. But that didn't transpire. So but in light of recent weeks, it's the performance is okay. The result isn't what we want, but we go to Chipstead on Tuesday, and we've got to look for 3 points there. And if we keep performing like we have, be disappointed that we've lost. But as I've said, performances over the last few weeks, sometimes they're not going to be good enough, and then we're going to lose to sides. But if we keep the consistency there and keep believing in what we're doing and keep the confidence up, and when we go to sides like Chipstead and possibly sides like this come another season, we'll be able to take some points.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a couple of decent games coming up. First of all, we've got Chipstead Tuesday night, and obviously you'll be well up for that.
Got to be. We've got to be put this behind us. It's not as though I can't really see that a defeat's going to affect the boys, because we've had a run of them, and then we've come out of it and we've done really well. And we've seen a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, but at the end of the day we get back onto winning ways. Chipstead is a side that we should be looking to go there and be positive, and and look to win the game, and they'll be saying exactly the same. So again, it will be a good game, and it will be how we prepare ourselves, how we what sort of frame of mind when we get there, and ultimately who takes their chances and who works the hardest will take the points at the end of the day. And in recent times that's been us, and I hope that will continue, because our performances have deserved the points. It's dragged us off the bottom of the table, which is pleasing, but as I said to you before, it's not done. A couple of results either way and we can go back there. So no one wants that. We just want to be looking up now and pushing on. But I was pleased-ish enough with how we performed in certain times of the game, but in other times we didn't switch on, or we didn't react to their outball was just the right back all day long, and no matter how much information we got onto the pitch, no one was prepared to do it. So we've got to do that from within, and they're doing a lot from within at the moment. They're working hard, their freshness, their ideas, they're keeping going. But that's just all around football. At some stage someone's going to put something in front of you that you haven't seen before, so you've got to react to it and try to counter it. And today for 20 minutes we couldn't. But fair result to Dulwich, fair play to them. They took their chances, and but we live to fight another day, and hopefully Chipstead will be a different scenario.
Well, that's real good stuff. Well, wish you well on Tuesday, and onward and upward then, Mark.
Thank you, Tony.
Cheers, Mark. Well done.